about to glorify you. This is why I came to expose your glory, that others may see that you are who you are. That I am who I am. That I am that I am. I am what you preordained me to be. I am what you said I was. I came for the assignment and I have fulfilled it and I have completed it. I have no more glory to expose now. Now I can humbly go to the cross, and while I'm on the cross, and I can say now to everybody that's around me and to you, God, and to the devil, that it is finished. I've completed the assignment. I have exposed the glory. I have walked down that path that you wanted me to walk down. I have given you my whole body, my spirit and my soul. I've given you everything that you asked me to give me. Now I can go to the cross with honor, with glory, with expectation, with gladness, because I have done all that you said for me to do. So I'm presenting myself a living sacrifice on that cross. See, I'm here, God. Exposing your glory sometimes is difficult, but it is necessary. Why is it necessary? Because this is why we came. This is my purpose being fulfilled. What does it have to do with your mindset? I'll deal with that in a second. I'm presenting to him what he gave back to me. And all I'm doing is giving it what? Back to him. That's why God says that our life is not our own. That's why our thoughts, we're going to deal with that in Isaiah. Please write that down so I can remember it. That our thoughts have to be his thoughts. Our mind has to be his mind. Our ways have to be his ways. Why? Because you've been bought. I purchased you. I ordained you. I predestined you. I birthed you. Now you are in my kingdom. And you don't have nothing but what I give you. You don't own anything. But I will allow you to be a steward over that which I give you. And one of the things that I want you to be a steward over is your body. Is what I've given you, your mind. You don't want to talk to me. What I've given you is your soul. Whatever I've given you, I want you to be a good steward over that, because that thing is holy unto me. Yeah. I don't care what I've given you. It is holy unto me. Because I put my holiness in you. I'm going to deal with this thing. I'm just laying a foundation right now. You're a holy vessel that has been marred by sin and been marred by jars of clay, which is my body. But the Spirit of the living God is greater than anything in your life. That's why God tells us we can say that greater is he that is in or me than he that is in the world. No, all we got to do is expose that greater part. I hear you. That is laying that sacrifice at the wheel of God. Yeah. God, I can't do this without you. God, I don't know which direction to go. I don't know what you want me to do in this situation. See, when you present God these things, you're acknowledging him in all your ways, and then he will be able to direct your paths. You lean it not to your own understanding because I want to do it my way. No, God, I don't know what your will is for this situation. I don't know what how you're going to do this. So I'm going to present it to you that you can do what you want to do. Before I can give you my situation, I have to give you me. I have to give you my mind so that I can see my situation the way that I need to see it, that I can give it to you. And when when I can give it to you, then I can see you who you be and who you are, God of my life. That you are Adonai, you are God in control. Oh my God. You are Jehovah Jireh, you are Jehovah, whatever you need God to be. When you see him in that situation like he wants you to see him, then he can become what he already is for that situation. Are you with me? Acceptable unto God. We cannot present God with anything, in everything. It has to be done in a manner that is in excellence, that is in perfection, that is in completion, that is in maturity. That's why when Jesus came, he presented himself to God. He said, this is my beloved Son, in whom I will please, because he presented me a good sacrifice, an excellent sacrifice. And as we read in Matthew, he told his disciples, thy will be done in me as it is in heaven. Yeah. When thy will is done, then it is acceptable unto you simply because it is already your will. It is what you asked of me in the first place. Are you with me? So when Jesus laid and died on the cross, it was a sacrifice that God was able to receive. And that's why Jesus in the end was able to say, into thy hands do I commend my spirit. Which is a reasonable service. And be not what? Conformed or made like this world. See, when we present ourselves this living sacrifice, when we present our holiness to God, it becomes acceptable, then God is able to do something with our mindset. But if God is not able to do it with our mindset, then how are we going to present to him what he asks of us in the first place? How can I give him a completed assignment if I have done the wrong assignment? Yeah. How can he reveal to me what he wants to reveal to me if I'm conformed to the things of the world? And if you look back over in Romans the 8th chapter, it says in the 6th verse that, for they that after the, 5th verse, for they that after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh, but they that are after the spirit, the things of the spirit, to be carnally minded or fleshly minded or to be conformed to the world is death. But to be spiritually minded is life and peace. Look at this in the 8th verse. So then they that are in the flesh, or they that are conformed to the world, cannot and will not please God. And the only way that I can please God is if I walk by faith. And I can only walk by faith if I get the right mindset. I get the word of God, if I begin to change my thoughts and my mind to what God is saying about every situation, every circumstance, everything that goes in my life, I have to look at it as God sees it. And as I look at it as God sees it, then he begins to reveal things to me, and I begin to see it like he wants to see it. Then my mind becomes conformed to the word and not to the world. But as long as we do it our way, as long as we think the way that we want to think and do what we want to do, then we're never going to please God. And whether you know it or not, when we are saints, when we are those that are out there, when we cannot please God, then we're not pleasing ourselves, because within our own selves, we are conformed to please God in our spirits. Are you with me? Are you with me? Here you go. Conform to this world. That is fleshly thinking. That is fleshly mindsets. That is fleshly perceptions. That is things that I want to do the way I want to do, how I want to do it, and when I want to do it. This is what God is saying. I cannot be conformed to the world, because the world does what it wants to do. When it wants to do it, how it wants to do it, and have no regard to God.